Let's click start recording as well. I welcome the YouTube audience back that will be watching this on demand for CLG FC episode 105. So let's get into it. It's the penultimate game of the season before the end of the first half of the season. And we are 10 wins from 10 to start the season, 8 clear of Norcross. We got them coming up in about 5 fixtures time. So maybe a chance if we can maintain the gap to go clear by double digits on the points. That'd be lovely. If we could pull ahead of Norcross there by 11 points uh, with a win over them in January, you'd be looking at what 11 clear with 7 to play. Pretty comfortable spot to be in, quite frankly. But that's a ways away. Speaking of a ways away, it's our next fixture. We got 2 weeks until it. We've ticked down to day 13 to go. Reminder, if for those who weren't here last night, or for anybody who didn't watch the previous episode on YouTube, to be fair, we are cutting out more leagues from the database. So the database is expected to go again from 310,000 players to 190,000 players um, by the time June rolls around. So some of those leagues are the Asian leagues that play, like the Chinese Super League, that play within the calendar year. They played like Jan to, or they really Feb to, um, whenever, September, October. So, um, given that that's the case, they'll start rolling off very quickly. So, the processing time is not too bad um, right now, but it should improve again once we cut those teams out of the database. From they were unplayable, then they moved to view only. Now they're gonna make now they're gonna go to oh good, Sneaky got their £2,000 goal bonus for reaching 10 goals this season. 10 goals, by the way, and we're 10 games into the season, so we still have another 12 games to go, of course. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Somebody just took a field hockey shot straight off the shin. That is brutal. Oh, absolutely brutal. Oh, he took it right off the kneecap too. Oh God, that's oh God. So that's a terrible place to take it. Anyway, um, so but we got our weekly staff meeting. Sorry. Uh, are no longer weaknesses in his game. Okay, I'm okay with that. I'll accept that. New contract with Adam. Move on. Um, that's fine. Move on. Move on. Move on. Move on. Move on. Keep moving on. So, yeah, 12 days ago. Let's get the music back, shall we? I did have a playlist. Where the hell did I put it? uh, I haven't loaded any of the songs I'm gonna need for. There we go. When we actually get into play the game. So there we go. 11 to go. We should get leagues in focus sometime soon. We'll do it once we get it, of course. Uh, Stream schedule has changed, by the way. So definitely take a look at schedule. We've moved this weekend's schedules back to the afternoon so I can hit the gym in the morning and finally go back there for the first time in almost half a year. Um, what do you call it? We also canceled the stream on the 22nd because I get gym in the morning, but then we have the Union game at night. So between going to the gym, coming home, showering, driving down there, and going to the game, which is a 6:30. No, I think it's a 6:30 kickoff instead of the normal 7:45. I'm just not going to have the time. So the stream for the 22nd has been axed, and we moved this weekend streams back but we are going to be playing some FM this weekend as well. Let's do leagues in focus. We'll start with everybody's favorite league, the MLS. We'll start with that. Uh, so let's go here. Um, it was, again, Chicago over Cincinnati in the play-in game. And then Montreal won the first match against Chicago in the best of three, won the second on pens. They're through. Columbus won both matches against New England in regulation. They're through. Those two, the Montreal Impact and Columbus Crew, will be playing in the Eastern Conference semifinal. Orlando downs Inter Miami twice, and the Red Bulls down New York City FC twice. So Orlando City, New York Red Bulls will play for the Eastern Conference semifinal as well. In the West, Colorado beats Austin in the play-in game. The Galaxy beat St. Louis once on pens, once in regulation. They're through. Portland beat Seattle 2-0 in that best of three. They're through to the semifinal. And then Real Salt Lake 2-0 over Colorado, and San Jose, or the Colorado Rapids, that being, and San Jose Earthquakes 2-0 over LAFC. So the Scum are thankfully out of the playoffs. It'll be the LA Galaxy and the Portland Timbers versus, and then on the other side of the bracket, Real Salt Lake and the San Jose Earthquake. So there you have it. That is MLS. Leagues in Focus, Premiership. Man City at the top in the Premier League by 2 points over Newcastle United. Brentford are back in third now. Arsenal are fourth. Villa are up to fifth. They've racked off 5 straight wins after starting the season 2-4. They're up to fifth place. Liverpool sixth. Man United are seventh. Everton are eighth. Spurs are 10th. Chelsea's up to 11th. My beloved West Ham is in 17th. They just sacked their manager. But West Ham and Brighton are 2 points, are 3 points, beg your pardon, above the drop over Sunderland and Burnley. Norwich are 6 adrift in 20th. Sky Bet Championship, Crystal Palace leads the way by a point over Sheffield United, who are 3 points clear of the playoff places, which include, Sheffield Wednesday, which are 3 points above the playoff places, which include their arch rivals Sheffield United. Luton Town back in the playoff places. Wolves and Ipswich Town are there as well. It's West Bromwich Albion on the outside looking in by a point. At the bottom, QPR, Queen's Park Rangers, 2 clear of the drop. Derby clear of the drop by 1 goal in the goal difference over Huddersfield Town. And then Cardiff City are also level on points with both of them in 23rd. Reading is 4 points adrift in 24th. Sky Bet League 1, Millwall, 2 points above Swansea City to lead the league. Swansea are 12 points clear of the playoff places. Wow. Those playoff places include Plymouth Argyle, AFC Wimbledon, Preston North End, and Stoke City. Salford City, 2 points on the outside looking in. At the bottom, it is Exeter City, Blackpool, and Forest Green Rovers, who are a point above the drop over Walsall. Cheltenham Town are 2 points adrift in 22nd. Burton Albion and Chesterfield, 23rd and 24th, both 3 points adrift. Sky Bet League 2, Tranmere Rovers are still leading the way. They lead the league by 2 points over Shrewsbury Town. Crawley Town are in third, and they are above the playoff places by 3 points over Rochdale, Bradford City, Fleetwood Town, and the Bristol Rovers. Milton Keynes are outside on the looking in by 4 goals in the goal difference. Colchester United, Carlisle United, Notts County, and Barrow in 12th are 2 points on the outside looking in. At the bottom, it is Altrincham and Leyton Orient, who are 2 points above the drop over Accrington Stanley. Doncaster Rovers are in 24th, 4 points adrift. The Vanarama National, York City lead the way still. They've been kind of the front runners the entire time, even though it's been close. The gap's been opened up a little bit more now with a loss from AFC Fylde. So York City lead the league by 4 points. Fylde are second. Solihull Moors, Southfield, Dorchester Town, Southend United, and Scunthorpe United are the teams that fill out the rest of the playoff places. Kidderminster Harriers are a point on the outside looking in. At the bottom, Northampton Town, Bromley, and Maidenhead United are 2 points above the drop. Macclesfield hasn't been beaten in 4 games, but they are still 2 points adrift. Barnet are also 2 points adrift in 22nd. Hartlepool United are 4 points adrift in 23rd. Ebbsfleet, good old Ebbsfleet United, are 10 points adrift now in 24th. Finally, the league directly above us, Mid Lancashire District League Premier Division. Old Mancunians are 4 points clear of the league over Catton United, Fleetwood Hesketh, AFC Blackpool Reserves, and Shevington, which is literally half the league we just named there between the first and fifth. At the bottom, Hull Reserves are a point above the drop. Middleton and Overton Sports are now out of the drop zone, but only by a goal in the goal difference over Litherland under 18s. And then you've got East Manchester, who are down in 10th, 2 points adrift. That is Leagues in Focus. We'll have it for the next episode, of course. We got some Scott Knight reports coming through. Nothing really in the pipeline to worry about. We'll get rid of this one. And we'll keep moving on. 10 to go. Love this song. I'm just a big fan of M People remixes, and like this is just great. This is the Satin Jackets and Chris Jekyll haircut remake. It's brought like a smooth jazz vibe to M People, which they already kind of have in a way. It's like a poppy jazz, but it's at least the song is, but really good. Anyway, we got what 10 to go. 10 to go. Every fixture is now a fortnight apart. We did have basically a game a week, and now it's a game every other week, which is just such a stark contrast to the FM10 save I'm playing through, which the FM10 save we're juggling a league with 40 games plus 4 cups. So I think we literally have 9 or 10 games in the month of September, which is just brutal. I got so much. The youth facilities have been upgraded. Oh, thank God. We've went from none to basic. I'll take it, okay? I'll take it. We need to get the youth level up now. That's what I think needs to be next is the youth level. So limited youth recruitment. I think next what we do is we go for the youth level and then afterwards work on the training facilities and the youth facilities and then go on the academy coaching and then go on the limited youth recruitment. So slowly but surely we're going to be chipping away at increasing our stature, you know, especially if the money stays there. We have a little over 2 million now, so you can see we lost 194,000 because of just the wages alone. So we'll be fine for this season. Won't need to finagle the finances probably. Um, we'll see what the transfer window brings. Because remember, if the chairman sold a player out from underneath our feet, we've dragged him back into the club using the editor, but the transfer money that we receive for that player or for the chairman making that sale um, remains in the club, which is why we have the money that we do right now. Um, aside from that, we're pretty much trying to make do with what we got. I got so much love to give. This was 2002, this song. We're down to 8 to go. That skip usually means the day is going, by the way, by because
That's an encoding issue that just seems to happen to all FM streamers. It happens to GAFA. It happens to I think it happens to Bizarra from time to time. It just is what it's an FM thing. It definitely is an FM thing. We are not, as of right now, we will not be buying FM25. So we're gonna be back here on FM24 for another year before moving on to 26. So 26 is interesting. I might attempt the FA Treble Challenge on stream for 26. I am trying it now off stream in FM10, and it's so brutal. It's just so brutal. FM10 is really unforgivable. I mean, there's no in-game shouts in FM10. They weren't implemented yet. And it's one of those things where you show up, and if your players are playing like shit, that you're just at the mercy of how well they play. You can change tactics and prefer them like, oh, okay, well, let's focus on passing down the flank, or we need a goal, so let's pump the ball forward and stuff like that. You can do that, but you, it's tough to. I mean, like, there's not really going to be any real change in that, right? That's just the way the players change. Like their morale is still going to be what it is as they play, and you have no way to change it. So FM10 is pretty ruthless. Um, I mean, I've had a game where I've had 3 center backs show up and put in literally a less than 6.0 performance. And when you have 3 people, I shouldn't say 3 center backs. There were they were 3 defenders, both center backs and the right defender. Um, when they play like that, it just you're really just at the mercy. And we conceded a tying goal because of that. So I mean, it's just like it's tough. It's really tough at times. Um, but it's also pure. It's fun because it's first off because it's 14 years old. The game doesn't demand as much resources. The laptop doesn't run as hot, like things like that. Um, and processing is really, really quick, even with an extended database, because I have a level 10 database in that one. Processing is still very quick because it's just such an old game. So, oh, what a save! What a save! But yeah, the other thing too is that I guess I have to be careful of is like um, there it's first off installing any sort of face pack or image for players is going to be a nightmare because you have to edit the INI to do that, or it might be the INT, but one of those system files, right, that controls the coding and the players the text that it draws from. I believe that's an INI, but um, there's that. But then also once the file size, the big problem that FM had pre-12 was once the file size got big enough. I think at least pre-12, could be even later, but the game would just crash, or at least it wouldn't save, and you would have it would get corrupt. The game file would get corrupt. So uh, you had to really constantly work on pulling data out of your database as you got deep into your save, so that you didn't run into the problem. Just remove player histories and things like that of players who have retired that the game is deemed notable. It keeps their um, history after retirement. You've got to find a way to just force it out. So um, I do have FM12, but I don't have it installed. I have 16 installed, which is really resource demanding for surprisingly. Um, but 16 by far has the best database I've played. So I'll never not have 16 installed now that I'm back playing FM again. I'll never not have it installed. We got like a jam up here on the 8th. What's going on? All right, cool. Counterlogic under 18s win with Wardrobe impressive. He's having a good season for the under 18s. Cunningham in the 70th, Moosdell in the 86th. But Wardrobe wins player of the match, had an assist. He's having a hell of a season. Aiden Wardrobe. 5 goals, 4 assists in 14 games. That's pretty good. And he's a defensive midfielder and a midfielder. And he's got 5 goals and 4 assists and 4 player of the match rewards. That's pretty good in 14 games. That's really good, actually. We move back up to third with that win over who? Over Chester under 18s, who are actually, I thought, yeah, they're right below us now. That's a really good win for the under 18s. Still 12 off the top, but Dulwich Hamlet have literally drawn 1 and won 12 of their 13 games so far. So, I mean, shit. What are you going to do when a team performs that well, you know? But I got so much love to give. 6 to go already. This should have gone back wide. Oh, that's a penalty corner. Nice. New Zealand have a penalty corner. They're only down by a goal here against Argentina. We've got 6 days to go. And we've got the second worst team in the league. Let's edit the training, by the way. Because we want, on the weeks that we're not playing, we want some team building events so that, the teamwork for the players and whatnot increases. Helps to foster a good dressing room. 5 to go. Give. That's bad. That's a really bad injury. Oh, 2 guys clanged into each other. Knee on knee as well. Ugh, brutal. Let's go to the staff meeting. Yep, that's fine. Isn't benefiting. I mean, come on, man. He's got nothing for us. I mean, he just needs strength, but he needs everything. So, but whatever. Avoid using his weaker foot. He's the goalkeeper, so no. I want him to train his weaker foot. Oh, God, what a song this is. Make love and listen to some music. Oh, oh, that was nasty, that collision. Oh, man. So, we're not doing leagues in focus. We've already done it this episode. Nice. These are all the people on the watch list, I think. 4 to go. We should be moving into 3 very shortly. That is just brutal, man. He's got to get carried off the field. That's a shame. Dude, the Argentinian dude was like falling and he was rolling like backwards, and he rolled right into the knee of the dude as the dude was moving forward. Just took his foot out from under. The Argentinian's got to get carried off too. Brutal. Body does. I'm gonna buy what's that game? Dale and Dawson's stationary supplies. I'm looking for people to play it with. I mentioned it to Vivid, the other day in our Discord. I said this would have been a great game to play for a community. So I think Viv's community would be awesome. I also mentioned it in Tiki Taka Transport and Voice today. I think that'd be a fun game. Yo, Hitokiri, yes, yes. Dale and Dawson Stationery Supplies looks fucking. I watched a stream of it last night, and it was just pure chaos, and it was absolutely great. Part of it was the characters too. Don't get me wrong. I was watching an American streamer, and he was the manager, okay, and he had these two Scottish guys who were in his game with him, right? They weren't in a party together, but they were playing the game together, right? Like they were in the lobby, and one of the one Scottish guy got a task to put the other Scottish guy's mouse in jelly. You take out the jelly and you pour it all over the mouse, right? And this happens. You can be a specialist and get a slacker task every once in a while, right? And um, what do you call it? That's what he did. Yeah, so he did that to complete his three tasks, right? And the Scottish guy saw him pour jelly all over his mouse. So he grabs his mouse and he screams at the guy, right? And he's like, I'm telling the manager. And he runs into the manager's office while the manager's in there. And the other guy's like, wait, I can explain. And he runs in after him, right? And there's just these two Scottish guys in the manager's office. Remember, the manager's American. And the Scottish guys just start arguing with each other, and they both have that real thick, heavy accent. And the American guy's just looking back and forth at him like, I have no fucking clue what's going on. And oh my god, it was hilarious. It was so funny. He's just like, I don't fucking know. So, oh, it was great. I'm like, this game looks awesome. It looks like so much fun. So, uh, they had one where everybody was off doing a different task, right? And somebody was in the bathroom, like three people in the break room, one person was in the server room, you know what I mean? Things like that. Well, one person, I watch a British streamer during the day who plays it often lately. It looks like so much fun. It's great, man. It's so funny. There was one that I was watching. Like I said, like one guy was in the bathroom, or two guys were in the bathroom. Two or three of them were in the break room, and another one was in like the server room or whatever. And the manager was off somewhere. I I can't remember, but he wasn't in the main area. And one of the slackers got the task to start a fire in the main work area. So he starts the fire, and the manager realizes he's only got like 30 seconds to call a meeting. So he runs back into the um, conference room, right? And meanwhile, this fire's burning, the alarm's going off, right? Two of the employees have the fire extinguishers, and they came through the server room, so they didn't see the fire in the open office area. And they come in the conference room and they're like, we're trying to find the fire. And he goes, sit down. And they have fire extinguishers in their hands and they're sitting down. And he's like, sir, the fire's right over there. I can put it out. And he goes, we'll deal with that later. And I'm like, what the fuck? So meanwhile, meanwhile, they're having this meeting, and he's trying to decide who to fire. And there's just like they can look to the left out the window, and there's just this raging fire in the in the office space. I'm like, this is crazy. This is great. So I'm like, oh god, that game looks like so much fun. So I'm definitely gonna get it this weekend. I was hoping to see if it went on sale, um, but it's so good. Supports up to 22 players. That sounds like pure chaos. So I'm gonna see if I can convince Tiki Taka Transport to play it. Right, all us FM streamers. Um, but the problem is most of them are European based, so time zone's gonna be a problem. But I'm gonna see if Dill and Bizarra and all them want to play it because um, if we can't get that Tiki Taka transport group right because of time zones, then I'll see if like the NACL group want to play it for a night or something, and maybe we can get like 6 or 7 of us North American FM streamers to play Dale and Dawson Station. This would be chaos, man. It'd be so much fun. So, but yeah. Anyway, like it was okay. The public lobbies because the public lobbies. The only problem is most of them turned into like innuendos. Like everything was an innuendo kind of shit. And I'm like, right, because it's a bunch of like younger people who have found the game. But uh, people like they were still fun watching people play in the public lobbies. But people people that you stream with, people that are friends, like people from your community, that'd be great. You know what I mean? Yeah, that is played out exactly. Um, because they're willing to like play the role a little bit more and goof around, but not in like a teenage kind of way. You know what I mean? We're 3-10 favorites. Southport and Einsdale are 10-1. Draws 4-1. Uh, we got a day to go to the fixture. Pre-match press conference. We're going to attend. Let's kick this off. First question: Ricky Grant, Talk Sport. Here we go. Your thoughts on winning the title in preseason? Uh, after your thoughts on winning that, what do you think of your chances? I would consider us the title favorite. We lead the league by 8 points. You can't put it down to being injury free. There have been some resentment among supporters that haven't where warranted. It hasn't really been possible so far, but there will be moments where it's suitable and right to do. Been a lot of speculation this week surrounding the future of Tom Blackwell, with pundits critical and some fans apparently losing patience with the manager. What are your thoughts? And he is no exception. Yeah. Staconians have been a real feel-good story. I need to step away from the bedtime stuff, reading books, but I need to say this before I go. Jesus, wasn't it? Can we get Sterling instead? Who is letting Arsenal do this? I know. I don't know why. I don't know why y'all got Sterling. It just makes no sense. Um, he's just not good enough player. Like Raheem Sterling is not good enough for the Premier League anymore, in my opinion. So I don't know why he keeps playing. Uh, he needs to be like a Danny Welbeck, where he went to didn't he go to like Brighton, and he kind of had a good success at Brighton, and he kind of refound himself. That needs to be Raheem Sterling, because otherwise all he's doing is just collecting a paycheck. Neymar without the ball control. That's amazing. That's a great way to characterize. Uh, what do you call it? Raheem Sterling. Um, wow, what a banger comment. Um, Staconian's been the feel-good story with their brilliant performances. Defying it, what have you made of them? They've been a real breath of fresh air. That's fine. That's nothing. I'm gonna let it shine. I think we're gonna wait on Sister Sisters comfortably numb because we're about to tick over. We'll come back to that song. Um, and yes, the Sister Sisters did a cover of Comfortably Numb. It's not, if you're a fan of EDM, it's actually not that bad. There's the autosave, which means we're going to tick over into match day momentarily. So we're playing 2 games tonight. We're going to play this one. We're going to play the next one. We'll be halfway through the season at the end of it. So we're going to play this one and against AFC Einsdale. We'll be at the halfway mark. Actually, we'll be beyond the halfway mark. This is the halfway game. So we'll start the second half of the season with the AFC Einsdale fixture because we're only playing 22. And then after that, we'll see where we stand, and we'll have 10 to go. We'll be back tomorrow with more. Of course, I've pushed the stream back to the afternoon so I can go to the gym in the morning. I'm going to watch. The plan is have Olympics on the phone and have Premier League on the TV at the gym, and that's what we're going to do. Um, and then I think I have to find my earbuds actually and make sure they're charged. Now that I think about it, I think the earbuds are charged actually. But I think after I use them at the gym tomorrow, I'm going to need to charge the case. which is fine. We are the top billing, first versus 11th. We're expected to win. I expect us to win. I mean, shit, it's literally first versus second from bottom. So promotion candidate versus relegation candidate here. That's what it's at, or that's what this game is going to be. So uh, we're ready. I think we're ready. I like to think we're ready, but we'll see. We're going to get into it very shortly. They got a few injuries. Lachlan Graham is out. Jordan Hayward is doubtful. John Goro is it Gorozaki? Gorozaki is he's doubtful. Thankfully, we've got a full squad. We're going to be fully strength. So, oof, that's gotta hurt. New Zealand have another penalty corner. 3:18 left in the fourth. They're still trailing 1-0. So, well, oh, what a save! What a save! Wow, that was a blocker save at the last second. Uh, okay, under 18's impresses. Win is Crosby impresses. Crosby has been good this season too. Cunningham in the third, and there's another one who's been good. Cunningham in the third. Tricep from the spot in the 28th. McCarthy pulled one back for Stallbridge, under 18s, but we win 2-1. We move up to second in the under 18s league. We're 11 back. Dulwich Hamlet are just running away with it, man. They're just running away with it. Still no losses for them. 15 games into a 34 game season. So I think the under 18s title is pretty much a done and dusted affair already. So 5 games here today. Rushford Park and Trafford United will play tomorrow. That game won't have any huge significance to us. We are 12 clear of Staconians. So remember, top two get promoted. So we're 12 clear of um, third place. We are 8 clear of the league. Norcross got Manchester Saints Athletic, who ground share with us. So because they do, Manchester Saints have to go away this weekend. Norcross, their host. We got Southport Ninesdale. Staconians themselves have got 7th place Chesterton. Let's get into it, or get ready to get into it. Oh, go back. Yes, do it. Now go forward. Is that correct? I just want to make sure this is all correct. It looks correct. I'm ready. We're ready. Let's get ready to get into it, shall we? We're gonna mark. We're gonna mark Adiemi tightly, Joseph Adiemi tightly at all times. They've made 6 changes from their starting lineup in the previous match, but we are ready to go. Uh, so I'm expecting a win today. They are all inspired. That's great. And here we go. 10 from 10 for the league to start for us. Southport Ninesdale in 11th, trying to stay up. There's your league table. Oh, New Zealand's about to lose this field hockey game. Oh my goodness. With his hands and dying. Oh boy, Parks is going to be booked already. He's not. He almost was. Now it's the third. Oh, oh boy. Big header won by Parks. Definitely needed. And again. Oh, boy. Oh, what a save from Brott. Good Lord. Needed that. We needed that. Frost. Burt. Again. Oh, the Snicky blocks it.
They just scored an empty net. 2-0. Argentina going to win. Meanwhile, this one still 0-0. We haven't had a shot. Southpaw have had all the. Oh, here's a Konikun with a free kick. Is he going to go for a goal? He is going to go for a goal. It's off the wall. Off the wall. It will be a corner. There's the corner, and Renshaw grabs it out of the air. All right. Here's Sheamus on the left-hand side. 9th minute now. His cross comes in. Sticky might have been off. Would have been close. It is going to be a corner, though. Here's that corner. Whipped in Renshaw again. He's got it out of the air. Burning my light. He'll get the play restarted with a pass to old Sullivan, to Lyle, to Rooks. Rooks trying to go for Adeyemi. Adeyemi's going to get it. Adeyemi marching down back to Lyle here on the right. The cross comes in. Lavery. I thought Lavery was hurt. I thought Lavery was the one that wasn't doubtful. I thought he was out. It's a corner out of their way. Here's Golding to take the corner. He takes it short for Frost. And that's brilliant from Twinkle. Gets it clear. Here's Rooks with a throw deep in the attacking third now. 11th minute. Lyle back to Rooks. Rooks puts the cross in. It's going for Frost back post. Parks wins the header. Golding will run it down. What is going on, boys? We've got to play better than this. Cookies boots it clear, but it falls to them again. Lazenbury. O'Sullivan went over the top, but I'll head it away. It'll fall to Twinkle's feet. Over for Cookies. Spaps. Spaps gets the cross, and Snicky could be there. It's headed away by O'Sullivan. It falls to Twinkle. Twinkle for Frack. Frack's not really got an option here. It'll go for me. Am I going to fire it from long range? No. Finds Parks on the right. Parks now trying to run it down. Needs to cut it back. Will for Spaps. Spaps with the pocket space. Cookies! That's brilliant movement. That is brilliant movement. That's exactly what you want to see. 1-0, we lead. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. That's a brilliant, brilliant goal. There's Adeyemi. He's closed down. Back to Brown. Brown over to Lazenbury. For Rooks. Rooks. put up by Sheamus, but it's just blindly booted upfield. It will go out. It will be a throw. 14th minute. Here's a Konikun. Snicky. Back for a Konikun. This is nicely done. A Konikun. He's going to just go for a chip pass. Spaps can't get there. Sheamus towards goal, and it's just headed away, or punched away, by Renshaw and out for a corner. Here's Frack to take it. Frack whips it in, but Renshaw will grab it. 17th minute now. Frack for Jack. Back for Frack. Frack bringing it forward still. Frack's blown by his man. But he's shown too much of the ball to Adeyemi, and Adeyemi will get a foot in to put it out for a corner. Here's Frack. Whips the corner in. This one, Renshaw doesn't come for it. It's going to be headed up. It's going to be headed away by Frost. Konikun should win this foot race, and he does. Back for Parks. Parks. Back to me. To Twinkle. Twinkle finding Frack on the left. Frack. He's shown too much of the ball. The first touch wasn't heavy enough, and the second touch was too heavy. So Rooks puts it out for a corner. Here's that corner. Frack to take. Snicky could be there. It's still up loose, and Renshaw finally comes down with it. Renshaw going to restart play here for Southport Ninesdale Amateurs. Here's Jack. Twinkle. Cookies. Spaps. So much space on the right-hand side. Spaps will bring it forward. Cross meant for Snicky. Cut out by Brown. Parks wins that header. Spaps has got it back. Twinkle here. Is he going to find the option? He does find the option for Parks on the right. Parks gets by his man. There's a cross. Sticky! But it's just over. Here's Snicky. Cross comes in. Spaps could be their back post. And that one's going to be headed out for a corner kick. Sheamus to take this corner. Whipped in. Brown heads it clear. Parks can't get to it. Golding punts it clear. Lavery sends it out for himself. Looks like Jack and I don't know who that was. Maybe back there. But definitely Jack at least asleep at the wheel. Here's Sheamus with the cross. It's coming in. Spaps can't run it down. Here's Cookies now. Back for Spaps. Finds Parks. Back for Spaps. Cookies in the middle. Over the top of the net. That was good ball movement. Cookies, Twinkle, Frack. Here's Jack. Jack to myself. Parks. Back to myself. Twinkle. A Konikun. Snicky through. Did they stay on sides? Yes. Frack. Sheamus is off this time. There's a cross coming. Oh, Frost uncontested back post. Fuck's sake. I think Parks lost his man. That was all. Parks just lost his man.
That's terrible coverage from Parks. We're tied again. We're tied up at 1. God damn it. It just annoys me when little things like that happen, you know? Blown coverage, blown marking. Anyway, here's Parks with the throw deep in the attacking third. Spaps gets the cross in. Could be Shima's back post. Rooks heads it clear. Here's Frack to take it down. Frack, Twinkle, myself, Parks. Back for Cookies, back for Parks. Parks, you gotta make the run, man. You got space over here. Make the run. You've been given the ball a few times. You gotta be willing to make that run. Spaps now. See, look at that. Cookies makes the run. And now the ball is towards the byline. Now you open up space for Spaps. Cross in. Lazenberry clears. See, that's when you keep Snicky pinned here to keep the defenders back. And the man on the far side comes back into the box and makes that run. Because you can get very easily wrong side of your opponent by making that cut back towards the penalty marker, right? When you're deep. When you're deep and your defender, you're here and your defender's here, you know, it's one of those areas. Say you're here and your defenders, you're here, your defenders maybe there in front, and you want to make that cut across. 1-1 it's half time. Why does Twinkle seem anxious? Uh, okay, bullet dodged. We managed to motivate him back up. So let's start the second half. Fuck. I mean, I know it's just a kickoff highlight, but bruh, fuck's sake, that was terrible ball control. Oh, come on, Snicky. You gotta get onto that ball quicker. Cookies, nicely done. Take it, Spaps. Take it. Take it. He could have got to that ball sooner. He would have knocked it. He could have knocked it past him. He's got to come back all the way to Jack. Lyle's been booked. Here's Parks' cross. Back post. Oh! I've edited over, and I had a free look at the goal, too. Like, fuck, man. Parks did so well to pick me out, too. Snicky might be the first one off here. Might be a double change. Does Jones play here on the left? He does. It might be Sheamus for Joe Jones, Snicky for McKindy. Here's Sheamus now. Sheamus has done so well. This is a really good run. Oh, Sheamus, really good. Cross comes in. Snicky doesn't contest. And Frost will head that away. Parks has come down with it, though. For me, Twinkle. Cookies. Cookies can find Sheamus with a ball over the top. Lovely ball. The cutback. Oh, the cutback. Snicky. Oh, the cutback. The cutback was the better option. I thought he was going to go for it, too. The cutback would have 100% been the better option there. Oh, it just doesn't win the header. Cookies will come down with it, though. He's got to pump back in. Parks, oh my God, Parks, that's nowhere close. Oh, what a cross. Oh, Sheamus. That had so much pace on it from Spaps. What a fucking ball, though. Holy shit. All right. Double sub time. Joe Jones is coming on the left wing. Simon Roger Mukendi will be going up front. Golding, that should be a corner. Let's encourage. Whipped in, punched away by Renshaw. Cookies has got it. Spaps, I think, was just on. And Spaps back to Jack. Jack's got to be able to reset. He's got to be. Oh, what a. Spaps, why'd you stop the run? Here's Joe Jones. Finds Frack. Frack. Back for Twinkle. Back for Frack. A lovely movement from Frack. Frack. Cookies could be there. Cookies! Why has he not gotten over top of the ball? He didn't reach high enough on the jump. My man didn't even leap. He just bunny hopped. Oh, come on. Chase that down. Nicely done, Akoni-kun. I was going to say Joe Jones might have been an option, but it really was wise to hold on to the ball there. Now he can move it about. Oh, what a ball over the top. Cookies with the cross. Akoni-kun can't win it. Corner kick, though. Here's Frack. Joe Jones! Oh, Renshaw's got it. 72nd minute. Here's Parks. Spaps. Back for Parks. Parks with the cross. Joe Jones again. Maybe Joe Jones! The substitute's done it! The substitutes put us back in front. 2-1. Joe Jones. Joe Jones has put us back in the lead. 2-1. Brown, O'Sullivan, Lazenberry. Frax cut that out brilliantly. Here's Twinkle, Akoni-kun. Akoni-kun going for Cookies over the top. Golding heads it down. It's fallen to Joe Jones. Oh, he's just got to take it off his foot. Here's Frost. Trying to play it for Lavery, but I'll run that down. Back to Ben Brindley. Akoni-kun. Oh, he's gone for Mukendi. I think he's off. Yeah, flag goes up. Here's Rooks, O'Sullivan. Oh, Frax cut that out. Jones has it back for Frack. What a ball. What a run from Frack. Frack's got options here. Frack going to go for goal himself. It's saved. Cookies is there for the rebound. It's 3. Let's go. Cookies on the rebound. The late run pays off. Always follow the ball. Cookies did just that, and he got his reward. He's on the score sheet. I think he's on the score sheet twice, yeah. Here's a Konekun with a free kick. Konekun off the wall. And that corner punched away by Renshaw, cleared by Adeyemi. 79th minute now. Cross comes in. Rooks heads it clear. Burt punches it out, punts it out even. But Frack comes down with a Jones, offsides. There's a Konekun. Oh, that's such a bad pass. That's such a bad pass. Frost has got it. Maybe with an option. He passes behind Lavery. Over to Leal. Here comes the cross. I've headed it away. Konekun, no need to clear it, but he will. And they'll regain possession. Burt to Brown. Steve Brown. There's Frost. Parks has done well to win that. Here's Spaps. Going for McKendy, but Steve Brown cuts it out. Adeyemi now. Adeyemi skates past his man. Here's Frost. Lavery could be there. Brindley's done well to head that out. Will be a corner here. You're not done just yet. I thought maybe that was like a little floater. I could go in, but it's gone over. Brat. Restart play here in the 84th. Myself, Twinkle, upfield for Spaps in the center. Spaps should have passed it in the center. Now he goes for the center. It's not a good hit, well hit pass. Lyle will cut it out. Frost. Lyle's the return option. Twinkle's done well here to try and win it. Cookies back for Frack. The back heel to Ben Brindley, and then here's Joe Jones. He's tried to pass it up the field, but it took a deflection. Now Rooks has it for Southport Ninesdale. Here's Lyle. Jones has done well to take that back off and tries to play McKendy. What a ball from Joe Jones. McKendy here. Can he finish it? Oh, what a save from Renshaw. That was almost the fourth. Here's Frack to take the corner. Frack. It's headed up. Maynard should head it away. He will do that. Cookies will run it down. Maynard. Lavery goes back to Lyle. Again, too much of the ball. 4 minutes of added time. Myself, Spaps. Hey, Thomas Roll. How's it going? How are you, man? I hope you're well. Here's Cookies. Cookies. Always advantage. Advantage. Yep, advantage being played. Joe Jones back post. Joe Jones is over. We're doing well. We didn't score till a little bit late. You can see this is 3-1. We were 1-1 for a large portion of the game, and then Joe Jones, the substitute, has come through. There it is. You can play. Sweet victory. Thomas, I'm doing fantastic because it's 11 wins from 11 games to start the season. Cookies in the 12th before Paul Frost in the 30th leveled things. We went in tied at one apiece at the half. But Joe Jones, the substitute in the 73rd, and Cookies in the 76th for his brace, has given us a 3-1 victory. Let's go cooking right now. We are actually cooking in this division, by the way. We're doing really well in this division. This is, believe it or not, I see you have shaven again. I went to the barber and had him take the beard off. Yep. So that went. You know what it is? I don't trim it or do the beard oil crap or any of that shit, right? I just let it grow. I literally just let it grow naturally, right? And what happens is um, the mustache hairs get long enough where they start to go into the top of the lip, and that's when I'm like, yeah, yeah, it needs to go. So I wanted to get my hair cut last week, but the place that there's only one barber in town, and they are appointment only. So I had to get it for this week. So I just thought, look, I could. What's another 5 days, right? So I went yesterday, and I had him cut the hair and take the beard and everything off. So this isn't popular with the people it needs to be popular with. So I try to keep it, you know, I don't want to say in check because I don't, but I get rid of it every once in a while, right? Or at least every haircut. Yeah, that happens to me as well. Having to trim the mustache. Yeah, so when that happens, I know it's time to go. So I get a haircut, and I had already scheduled the appointment for Thursday. So I was like, look, I'll just have him take it off on Thursday, and that's what I did. So AFC Einsdale and Burskov Dynamo. It was Ali in the first minute for AFC Einsdale before Cooper leveled in the 37th for Burskov Dynamo. They went 1-1 at the half. Ryan in the 81st put AFC Einsdale ahead, but Brown in added time pulled it back, and they will finish all square. They share the points there. Chesterton Staconians, all Staconians this one. Mormon in the 22nd put Staconians 1-0 up at the break. Then it was Lumsden in the 76th, and Bissix putting it in his own net in added time. Um, Means that it is 3-0 for Staconians, so they get a big win. We beat Southport Ninesdale 3-1. Dern and District Under 21's Walmer Bridge. It's Lynch, who's probably the best performing player for Walmer Bridge, scoring in the 44th. That was the only game of the occasion. Walmer Bridge take another 3 points, continue to try and challenge for these top spots. They're up to fourth. Einsdale's draw puts them down into fifth. And Norcross, Trafford United didn't play. They play tomorrow. They dropped to sixth ahead of that game. Norcross and Manchester Saints Athletics, our ground sharing comrades, could not give us any help in the league. Ire from the spot in the 57th after a goalless first half. And then, sorry. And then Much, in added time at the end of the second half, has given Norcross a 2-0 victory. So Norcross stay within 8 points of us. But we are 33 points from a maximum of 33 so far. And that is the end of match 11. So that's the halfway point of the season for us. And we're 8 clear at the top. Promotion is looking very likely, obviously. Because I think we're what 12 clear. 12 clear. Well, Einsdale's draw even I think helps us out in that sense. So we might be something like 13 clear of the the non-promotion spots. So we are looking good for promotion at least. Let's do the post-match press conference here. Kick things off with the question from James Conway at 442. How much did you enjoy Cookie's performance? Magical stuff. Brought spin through you. His record speaks for itself. Watching, he's not for sale. Do you have anything to say after his missive interest in signing Parks? I don't mean to belittle, but I'm not gonna sell. Uh, it's always easier to deal with somebody you respect rather than having to delve in the conflict with somebody who bears no grudge. You've used just 17 players. What's the figure? Build momentum. Got one of the best defenses. I'm looking at fantastic players. You've turned faithful in the fortress. It's vital. Tom Blackwell got sacked after the loss. That's fucking terrible to say. Uh, it's a great deal of sympathy for him. This is an unforgiving business, and managers deserve more time to succeed than we typically get. They've been a surprise story for all the wrong reasons. I fully expect them to recover and refine their form before too long. There you go. That's fine. Just positivity the whole way, right? Cookies on form as we score easy victory. We've won 11 straight. The unbeaten run is now at 20 games for us. And I thought it was worth taking in a game here. Yeah, okay. You ain't fucking getting them, mate. So we're going to save the game. I hit save instead of save as, but it is what it is. That's going to be the end of the recording for the YouTube audience watching the video on demand. This was CLG FC episode 105. Thank you so much for watching. We're back with the start of the second half of the season with episode 106. Until then, take care.